long. This is just a brief live just to kind of get a hand on what to do next. I've put the title as what would you like to see. I've done so many different things. I've done a lot of decoupage and a few faux finishes, but I'm here to kind of ask you the question, what would you like to see me do next? Now I am, as you can see, the workshop's a real hot mess. Sunday I spent the day working on some new ideas, new concepts for chalk paint. And I am going to do a tutorial on one of them. I'm not going to practice run that. I've prepped myself, but I'm not going to practice run that. I'm going to do it on camera. So if it's an epic fail, you're going to get a tutorial, which is an epic fail. Because I like to put one out a week, so you can join me on the journey of that. So hopefully it's going to be a quick one. It's more of a technique rather than an overall project, although I've got these two things here, which I've just been out to my local charity shop and picked up a mirror and this small side table, £5 each, so perfect for practicing on. So fingers crossed, if they don't work, I'll paint over them and they will go on to their new life. So the idea behind this live is just to kind of get me in the rhythm of my work mode. I've had Sunday practicing, a day off, not doing anything, and I'm out of sync. I'm all out of sync. So I thought I'd come on here and get my mouth moving and see what you guys think to what I do next. Answers on a postcard, put them in the comments. So if you fancy seeing something chalk paint based, it can be decoupage, it can be anything really, just pop it in the comments if it's something that you're quite keen on. There's loads of things that I've done in the past, and if I've done something similar, I will redirect you to the tutorial if there's one there. There's plenty of tutorials that I've done. I was thinking it might be quite nice to, I hope the connection's good on this. I was thinking it would be quite nice to do a series of boards, you know, just sample boards of lots of different techniques. For me, I quite like to give out the techniques and then you use them in the way that you want to use them. So whether or not that will be of interest to you guys, it might be a little bit boring just working from one board to the next. But I think it's all about you taking away from my channel whatever you want. So let me know if that sounds good to you, a series of boards, plus the fact it means I'm not overloading with furniture. I have one or two pieces that I've got to get through anyway, so they'll be done at some point. And if I'm working on boards, it means my filming is much shorter and these can be snippets. So maybe one a week, a different technique using chalk paint, let me know. So that's about it really. I'm gonna tidy up this mess and begin hopefully Wednesday's tutorial. Hopefully, if I can manage to get this done and edited in time on these two pieces. Wish me luck for this one because I have no idea whether this is going to work. It's kind of just come from my mind and like I said, I haven't practiced it. I have slightly prepped here because it's one of those projects that's going to need 2 or 3 days before you can move on. So I did that on Sunday just to try and get myself ahead of myself so that I can put this tutorial together. So it's going to be, to you guys, it won't be long, but it will have a big section in the middle that has prep work. Right, I am not going to ramble on. It is literally a quick one. I just wanted to, so you guys can pop in the comment. If you're watching this later, I will read through the comments and it will just give me some guidance on what you guys like to see. I've had quite a few people saying, can you go back to some of the basics? So maybe the board tutorials would be good for the basics. There's a variety of people on my channel that have all different skill sets. So some people are newbies and some people have been here for a long time or have been using chalk paint as long as me, if not longer. So they understand how it works, and I sometimes jump quite far forward because I understand the product. So if that's something that you'd like to see, then great, you know, let me know if you want to do that. it's hard to try and keep everybody. I'm seeing comments here. Let's have a little look. Hi, did you paint your cupboards? The ones behind, I'm thinking you mean in these. Yeah, I did. They used to live on the other side of the workshop, but I had a bit of a move round. I painted them 5 years ago at my previous property, and I've always stored my paint in those cupboards. So, no, the other side. This one, the other side, this one here. If it's this one that you're talking about, the rusty cabinet, then yes, I did. I painted that. There's a tutorial for that actual project. Just the outside, perfect. So yeah, this one here was painted all in chalk paint to look like rust. The drawers, I never did in the tutorial, but I do now have a tutorial for the drawers separately. And I think they are, if you look for industrial rust on my channel, I think that's what it's called. And the drawers may be linked in the description box, so you can do the drawers separately, because they've got a paint finish on them that looks a bit rusty. So I did that on a separate tutorial because it never came in there. So yeah, both of them were painted. I know that I did this tabletop, which is now getting a bit dirty again. I paint this all of the time. Good morning. Would love to see how you do colour washes again. Colour washes is absolutely my favourite thing to do, so that I can do that gladly. Let me know if you think boards rather than full projects. Full projects are hard because you have to, for me, even with these two here that I'm working on, I've got an idea in mind, and I think the shape of furniture really counts to what you do on that, if you get my meaning. So choosing the right shape of furniture for the right finish is really important. So sometimes I have an idea and I don't have the right shape piece of furniture. That's why I use the wood U-bends quite a lot to alter things. In this case, these two projects that I'm going to be working on this week, fingers crossed, I have no idea whether this is going to work. You might not ever see these again because it might not work. I was going for a more modern finish. It's completely modern, so I've tried to keep the shapes really simple. To be honest, to make it more about the paint technique, and that's what I would advise throughout this next tutorial. It'll be keeping the lines really simple. There's a lot of people, a lot of younger people at the minute, that the millennials, they're all looking for those more modern finishes. So I want to put that, but equally, the modern finish that I'm going to do on this would work really well with my faded grandeur look as well. So that's why I'm kind of going for it. I kind of think it will cover both kind of people or markets, whatever you want to call it. It will suit everybody. Fingers crossed. I really want to get this to work well. It's an idea that's just sprung off my mind, and I think I'm going to give it a go. So the tutorial this week will be me, fingers crossed, will be me just giving it a go for the first time. I don't like to do that. I like to kind of knowledge myself up so I can give you really good information as I go along. As you know, lots of talking. So that's me done here. I will endeavour to try and get this tutorial done. If I don't get it done, or if this is a great disaster, what I may do is on Wednesday night at the usual time when I premiere, I may just come on and do a live like this, a real live, and do a project, a small project with you guys, maybe a colour wash, who knows, just to be here with you, because I've got into this routine of doing one a week and on a Wednesday, and it would be a shame not to do it if this doesn't work. So I can show you the epic fail if it doesn't work on that one. Okie dokie, I'm gonna tune out and see you all on the other side. Thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you're watching this on replay, hashtag replay me, and be sure to put a thumbs up in it as well, because that really helps the algorithm, so other people will see it. The more people that see this this short live is really important, so I can get some ideas from you guys, and I can move forward with some creative ideas to try and help you guys along. That's what it's all about, isn't it? You help me, I help you. Did I just say that right? I help you, you help me. One way or another. Right, let's read some comments. Ideas for French country kitchen cabinets. Ooh, French country kitchen cabinets. That would be nice. Obviously, very distressed looks. Let's pull these back down. Sorry if my finger's in the way of the camera. I would agree that the piece... can't see this. These go quick, the comments. Let me just read them. Looking forward to whatever you make. Thank you. That's very kind. Here we go. I would agree that the piece helps to... Yes, it does. The method that you use. I think that's really a key point, isn't it? The shape of the piece of furniture really, really matters to the outcome of the finish. So, especially with faux finishing, when I'm creating faux looks like marble, one of the tutorials I made the wooden top, and I beveled the edge, because quite often marble has a beveled edge on there. If it's square, it kind of doesn't look like that. This little table, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to be doing. It's got a curved edge, and I wanted it to be a square edge, but obviously finding that is difficult. So it's more square on the underside. So I'm going to probably flip the top over, so it's got less of a curve. The curve will be underneath and just a slight bevel to the top. So yeah, it's just thinking out of the box to try and create, especially faux finishing, it's an illusion, isn't it? It's creative, but it's also an illusion you're creating, so the mind sees something very different. And I think that's really important when choosing the shape of furniture and the application of whatever you do. I'm not rambling on anymore. I'm going to go and try and get this done. I will see you all on the other side. Take care. See you soon.